Come on. Definitely on the bottom, dude. 100%. Crawling over that rock. That right there is proof. That's proof, guys, that fall bass will hit off the bottom too. Oh boy. There you go, guys. The interesting thing is that the assumption is fall fishing, you have to be middle or high. But a lot of times in the fall, especially when the cover and structure is toward the bottom, fish are going to relate to the bottom. So don't discount a jig in the fall. You know, the interesting thing is early fall, fall transition, and fall feed, guys, they're on bait fish. But late fall, right now, we're right on the cusp of late fall. We're right on the cusp of these fish heading to the winter spot. They'll switch. And if you look at that one, that's a good one. If you look at that one came on, that's a missile, mini flip jig, compact jig. That's a crawfish color. It's got the Berkeley chunk, power chunk on the back. Little compact profile package. Big bass in the fall. Man, that thing's awesome. Mwah. Wow. Dude, that's a good one, dude. I want to get a picture of that. Holy smokes. In my first seminar, I'm going to start, and we're going to be talking about my top 3 hard baits for fall fishing. And I love these baits. It's more power fishing. It's a great way to cover water. It's a great way to get fish to react. My next seminar, I'm going to talk about my top 3 soft baits in the fall. And this is a little more finesse. This is a little more when things tighten up, but it's great for cleaning up areas and really maximizing areas. And last but not least, we're going to talk about my 3 favorite fall metal baits. And when I say metal, we're talking about those blade baits, tail spinners, spoons, and it's really the time of the year when that bite kicks back in. But let's start by just talking about what fall means, because it's obvious behind me looking at the trees, and it's obvious by the way I'm dressed and looking at the water temperature. But there are 3 distinct time periods in the fall, and the bass act differently and move differently during these 3 stages. So when you say fall, it's not just fall, but the fall period in bass fishing is actually 3 distinct phases. And the first one is what we call the early fall or early fall transition. And you know what's happening in that early fall period is these are bass that are moving from their summer locations to where they're going to head toward feeding, that next phase, which is the fall feed. Okay, so early phase or early fall or early fall transition is the first phase of fall. You know, that phase, when you look at it, I don't care where you live, guys, if you're in Florida or Texas or California or Canada or the Northeast, the early fall is those first cool nights, right? You know, all summer you've been in shorts and all of a sudden you step out one morning, dude, it's chilly, it's cold. So that air temperature starts dropping for the first time. You launch your boat, you look at your little ranch unit, you look down there at the temperature gauge, and that temperature all summer has been hot. 80, 85, 90 degree water temperature. You launch the boat, you look at your water temperature gauge, and it makes this dramatic drop. Now your water temperature is in the 70s, the high 60s, right? Your water temperature is dropping. You know, these are the signs that this early fall period is kicking in.